Welcome to Zone 6 Picks, your go-to source for daily sports betting predictions, expert insights, and free picks across the biggest games in the NBA, WNBA, NFL, NCAA, and more. We specialize in delivering accurate, research-backed betting content with no subscriptions, no hidden fees, just straightforward betting advice you can trust. Before we begin, a quick shout-out from my partner Zone 6.
What's up, family? Thanks for tapping in with Zone 6 Picks, where we drop game picks every single day. Straight free picks, no pay for play. If you like winning, this is the zone you need to be in, Zone 6. Just show the channel some love, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't never miss a money play. Let's eat.
Let's lock in on today's WNBA slate. We got the Minnesota Lynx hitting the road to face the Chicago Sky. And this one's coming with a double-digit spread you don't want to sleep on. The Lynx come in red hot, sitting at the top of the W with a ridiculous 18-3 record. They've already beat the Sky once this season, just last week, winning 80-75 after locking Chicago down in the second quarter. And the scary part? That was one of their off nights, so they didn't cover. However, this Minnesota squad is elite on both ends. They're deep, they're balanced, and they got firepower everywhere. Nafisa Collier's hooping like an MVP. Kayla McBride's cooking from outside, and Courtney Williams is running the tempo to perfection. Meanwhile, the Sky are sinking. Although they've covered 7 straight, they've dropped 5 of their last 7, and the defense just ain't holding up. I expect some ATS regression. Angel Reese is doing her thing on the boards, no doubt. But this team turns the ball over way too much, and they're missing veteran leadership in crunch time. Here's the thing, Minnesota doesn't take their foot off the gas. Even on the road, they come in and set the tone early. Chicago just doesn't have the shooters to keep pace, especially if this turns into a half-court battle. Watch for the Lynx to collapse the paint, force turnovers, and run the break. That's where they've killed teams all season. And even though Carly Samuelson is out, the bench is still locked in and well-coached. So what's the move? The spread is sitting at Minnesota minus 10.5. And based on everything we're seeing, the form, the matchup, and the trends, I'm riding with the Lynx to cover. Final score projection, Minnesota 88, Chicago 75. That's a clean double-digit dub, and another cover for one of the best teams in the league. To the west side we go, diving into a big one. The Golden State Valkyries head into Vegas to take on the Aces. But there's a twist in this one that's shifting the odds. Vegas is usually a fortress, but right now they're limping into this matchup both literally and figuratively. A'ja Wilson, their MVP and the engine of this team, may be out or extremely limited with a wrist injury, and that changes everything. Meanwhile, the Valkyries are surging. They've won 3 straight, including a dominant win over Indiana, where Veronica Burton dropped 21, and the defense held the Fever to just 61 points. This team is deep, balanced, and built to frustrate. Let's not forget when these two met back in early June. Golden State ran the Aces off the floor. They locked in defensively, cleaned the glass, and exposed the Aces' depth issues, which are now potentially even worse without A'ja. Stat check, Golden State's defense ranks near the top of the league, holding teams to under 78 points per game. And they've got a strong rebounding core that just overwhelms smaller lineups. The Aces, on the other hand, are getting out-rebounded by almost 5 boards a game and allowing over 80 points a night. And with A'ja's 20-plus points and rim protection missing, it's hard to see them flipping the script. Even at home, Vegas doesn't have the same bite. Their last 4 games, just 1 win, and that was barely. All signs are pointing to Golden State. They're coming in healthy, motivated, and have already proven they can dominate this exact matchup. The line's sitting at Golden State minus 1.5, and that's light work. I'm rolling with the Valkyries to win and cover. No question. Projected final score, Golden State 82, Las Vegas 76. Now for the recap with today's 2 top plays on the WNBA slate. Minnesota's rolling into Chicago with momentum and dominance on their side. They've already handled the Sky once, and with that deep, balanced roster, they should do it again. Expect the Lynx to control the pace, win the paint battle, and cover that minus 10.5 spread with ease. Out west, Golden State heads to Vegas, where the Aces are hurting, possibly without A'ja Wilson. The Valkyries are locked in, riding a 3-game win streak, and already beat Vegas handily this season, with the Aces trending down and Golden State clicking on both ends. We're taking the Valkyries to cover the minus 1.5. As always, lines can change, so lock in quick and shop around for the best number. 2 solid picks, 2 strong edges, don't overthink it. Lock it in and let's run it up. Yo, appreciate you tapping in with Zone 6 Picks. Real recognize real. If you got value from this drop, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring that bell so you never miss a money play. Thank you for watching. We locked in daily. Straight dubs only. Catch you in the next one.